Wait, you're a Bears fan and you're not subscribed to my channel? Before this video starts, make sure to 1. Hit the subscribe button below to catch all Bears content right here on this podcast. 2. Hit the bell notification because you, my friend, are a diehard Bears fan. And 3. Like this video and tell all the Bears fans you know about the channel. Alright, that's better. Now that you're actually subscribed to the channel, make sure to bear down and enjoy this video.
Now this is a podcast all about Bears. You either cheering for this team or just pulling your hair. I like to take a minute, just sit right back and tell you how I became the #1 Bears fan.
That boy is Benny Hunter.
Cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic. People, this the intro. Sacramento, California, born and raised. And Antelope is where I spend most of my days. You talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down.
So, Bears fans, we're at the beginning of a brand new week, and the search for our next head coach and GM is starting to heat up. The report out of Chicago is this. It's that Bill Polian is pushing for the Bears to hire Morocco Brown and Matt Eberflus. Obviously, Bill Polian was hired as a consultant to help the McCaskies in their search to find the next head coach and GM. And obviously, the Chicago Bears have been taking a long look, not only at Matt Eberflus, but Morocco Brown to fill their GM and head coach vacancies. They're very high on their list. Obviously, Matt Eberflus already has a second interview scheduled for later this week, and Morocco Brown's interview will be today. So they're high on their list. But we all know that part of the brass leading the search for both roles is former Colts general manager Bill Polian, who is reportedly pushing for the Bears to hire the combo of Brown and Eberflus, per Mike Garafolo. Mike Garafolo says this: there's a lot of talk Bill Polian was pushing for a Matt Eberflus Morocco Brown combo for the Bears, but Ryan Poles has absolutely impressed them. He is firmly in the mix. Obviously, this report doesn't come by any surprise. Obviously, Bill Polian is an ex-Colts GM. He was hired to help the McCaskies in their search to find the best possible GM and the best possible head coaching candidate to hopefully get the Chicago Bears to the next level. And I know in past podcasts, I have mentioned many times that Matt Eberflus wasn't my top candidate, but the more and more they bring his name up, the more and more I'm starting to get more comfortable with the idea of Matt Eberflus being the next Chicago Bears head coach. Is he my favorite candidate? No. But at the end of the day, he may be the best candidate for the job in order to get the Chicago Bears as a whole to the next level. Obviously, when you look at Bears fans, everyone has a different opinion. For example, for me, it was trying to get the best offensive guy to get Justin Fields to the next level. When I'm reading the comments, a lot of you guys are saying, well, it shouldn't be just about Justin Fields. It should be about the whole team in general. And I can also get your viewpoint on that as well. Matt Eberflus is probably an excellent candidate. He could probably get our defense to the next level. Obviously, for the last 4 seasons, he has had top 10 defenses. So in terms of defense, I think he will come to Chicago, especially with the pieces that we have in our defense, and get our defense back into the top 10, right? His job is going to have to be ensuring that he gets a really, really good offensive coordinator in order to get Justin Fields to where he needs to be. So at the end of the day, is he my favorite candidate? No, but he may be the right candidate for the Chicago Bears as a whole. In terms of Morocco Brown, he has been a fan favorite since the beginning of the process. Obviously, he comes from a really good organization where he was under Chris Ballard for the last couple of years. He has a really good eye for talent. So if you pair these two guys together, I think you would have something magical here. And obviously, Bill Polian knows what he's doing. He's a Hall of Fame GM. So obviously, I think the McCaskies will trust his judgment in this search. And if he thinks that Morocco Brown and Matt Eberflus are the best ones for the job, I think the McCaskies should take a long look and listen. I'm not saying you have to hire them, but just take a long look and listen to what Bill Polian has to say. And if that is who they end up hiring and pairing them together, as a fan, I would be comfortable with that move, as I think it would be the right move for the Chicago Bears. So, like always, guys, how are you guys feeling about this report? Do you agree with Bill Polian's take on trying to pair Matt Eberflus and Morocco Brown as the next GM and head coach of the Chicago Bears? Or do you want someone else to fill those voids as a GM and head coach of the Chicago Bears? Let me know down below in the comment section. So obviously this search for the next head coach and GM is starting to heat up. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to get all Bears content here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. And make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, I'll be back for our all-new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
Riding with country bear. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.